this is beginning of a new run, because buried in here is an achievement that we really should get, which is, let's see if we can find it on this. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. How it's done. Take the Unite the Husumguk decision. Now, if I remember from last time, the Husumguk decision is effectively something you can take when you've got, I think you have to control 3 Korean duchies when Korea isn't formed. It's something like that. We should probably pull it up and have it available. So we can make sure we don't accidentally start in a way that isn't eligible for it. But let's have a look at that. Suspect it'll be under ruler decisions on the wiki. Unite the Husumguk. So, we need to be at least one of the following. King of Silla, King of Goryeo, which is of course Korea, or King of Baekje. And the other 2 titles must not be created. And we must completely control the duchy of, 4 duchies, and have a realm size of at least 50. And then we can take the decision. Costs 100 gold and 500 piety. So that is the goal of this run. But because, as usual, we like to add a little bit of flavor, we are going to do this in true, as the achievement is named for K-pop achievement hunters, we are going to do this female rulers only, starting with a custom character. We are indeed forming Korea. And so female rulers only. We will create a custom religion, our K-pop religion. I'll let you decide, chat, whether that's the K-pop religion or whether it's the Huntrix religion. So have a think on that. But yeah, that's our goal, really. Just get a bit of chill CK3 going in a bit of a rubbish world at the moment. So first things first, we need to decide when we are starting. I assume we're best off going with the earliest start date. There are religions other than Huntrix. I know, right? I feel like Huntrix should maybe be the religion. The Honmoon. We could go with the Honmoon as our religion. That might make sense. That might make sense. So yeah, so we need to think carefully about how we want to do this, because we could, for example, I suspect, start in a variety of eras. I mean, if we start here, that's all one kingdom, but with duchies. So we could start in 867. And I feel like if we're going to do it, we should start somewhere obscure. So we should start like there. Either that or we start as the vassal of someone else. And Cora, thank you very much for both your subscriptions. So we could start in 867. I suspect it might be harder if we start in 1066. So maybe we want to do that. So if we start there, it's already formed. So we have to start in 867. So we have to go with the 867 start. You have the Honmoon religion, that implies that a soda pop cult also exists. This is true. I think it probably is the Honmoon religion, isn't it? We'll go for. So we have to start here. So I guess the question becomes, are there any... I mean, firstly, are there any useful economy buildings around here? There's a Grand Temple there. Like, temples aren't going to be of value to us anyway. Ooh, we're going to want that port relatively quickly. That's nice. Ooh, and there's a nice fortress there. That's nice. That's nice indeed. Welcome to the stream, Mary.
Evening.
So yeah, so do we... Where do we want to start? In terms of duchy titles, so we need to capture a whole bunch of these basically to be able to do this. We need that one, in terms of direct control. We need Gaisong, we need Jeonju. I'm going to absolutely murder a lot of these pronunciations, and we need Chinju. How about the Long Duchy? Yeah. I guess this comes down to where do we want to start? Like, we could start somewhere around here. Because then we've got a liege here. So our early goal is to try and capture this. That does then give us that nice port. Or we start on this island. I feel like we should start on one of the islands to make it harder for ourselves. We could just start out on this tiny little island here. So I assume that is part of... like... what is that part of? I feel like we start on this island. I think it's probably better. Or we start as the count under someone. Like... because if we start on the island, we're going to start as a duke. And I don't really want to start as a duke. We could start here. So Chinju. Because then our liege is this dude. I vote we start here. I think we start here. No idea if it's any good or not. I think we start there. So we will be creating our own ruler. Right in the middle of the scrum, exactly. Female ruler. I assume we're going with Rumi as our kind of starting character. What? So, I mean, if we're doing Hon Moon as the religion, do we then do Huntrix as the dynasty? Or do we just go with actual Rumi's family name, which is Kang? Which I appreciate I shouldn't know, but I do. Hello, Torty. We're a bit busy at the moment. It's not lunchtime yet. No, it's not lunchtime yet. All heirs are named Rumi. I mean, yeah, we go all theoretical heirs are named Rumi, but we vary the families around. I mean, in age, I think we are going to choose this slightly. We will start at 12 because it allows us to do the, just try and shape education slightly. I mean, we're going with that. It kind of works. Facially. We need slightly thinner cheeks, wouldn't we? I really should have got someone to knot one of these together for us. Back at 21 years. Yeah, it's because it's easier to work out faces and things at a larger age. Basically. Because you kind of need to know what they're going to look like later on. And then we'll lower it down a bit. It's quite pointy faced, isn't she? Sadly, I don't think we can do a... some outrageous hair. That is definitely some hair. How's that long single plait one? don't think we can do purple, sadly. Let's go with a touch of the red. Yeah, purple hair would require a mod, and we can't mod because we want the achievement. So we'll go with red. Just to give her a bit of a distinct look. So now we can drop her back to 11, basically. So what do we decide on the dynasty in the end? We're going Huntrix for this. Okay, let's start with a plain background. Colour, I presume, would be... Is there a kind of Huntrix logo? I don't really remember. It's more of a text brand, isn't it? Oh, and I had that sort of weird... God, I'm not recreating that weird fucking triangle thing. There's a sort of geometric pattern to it, isn't there? Yeah, the interlocking pill-shaped thing. We could probably give it a go. Let's see if we've got something that would work like that. I mean, it's kind of that, but with the bit in the middle, isn't it? No, it's not, because it's more, it's more like that. Now, is there just a straight up square? Because if there's a straight up square, we've got shit to work with there. Yes. No, that's not what I wanted. Game, why did you do that? How do I add another one? Right. So... Can this... Does this always a solid colour? See, that's always a solid colour. That is a problem. You'd have to go like that. Just think about that wonderful time that you had a wonderful designer designing. Yeah, I blatantly should have asked her. I should have asked her in advance of this. She said, can you do us the logo? She'd have had a whale of a time with it. I'm not convinced we can do the more advanced elements of this. We might be able to. It might depend on how well this works. For example, yes, you can use this to create a straight line. Okay, yeah, no, we're in business here. Okay, so what do we need? We need, firstly, we need that line to run all the way up. That is interesting. That's the maximum scale you can do on that. So actually we want that scale Y probably to like max, and then push down to like that. We're gonna need another one of them. Running up. Just like actual K-pop, we're starting our branding exercise. Yep. You rotate the base emblem. I don't think I need to, do I? We've maxed that in terms of size. Okay, so in theory... What do we want here? It's that, but bottom half. Slightly off center. This would be a lot easier if you could just copy an element. It's so many white squares. It's right side. Alright, okay, it doesn't go all the way down. Just for people's reference, that's what we're attempting to recreate. We're in chat. Definitely save the emblem. Yeah, I'm not doing this again. Do we want to add any other elements to this? Presto's able to do this with these tools. That's my designer, my UX designer background coming in. Look, I grew up having to design websites with fucking tables. I can build websites using fucking HTML tables. I can do this. I think maybe we leave it at that. We don't need to do anything more than that, I don't think. The only question I have is whether we go on like a purple background instead. Is that how we get Rumi's hair colour into it? We go with something like that? Hello, Torty. You got 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and then it's free time. It's how you can tell I'm an old school fucking web designer, because I can reasonably eyeball lines and colours. Fucking kids today, they're all in their Canva and all their funky tools, and they don't have to learn how to eyeball shit. Okay, how do we save that? Because I feel like we should. I assume we are going with the Huntrix dynasty. What's our motto? I presume it should just be how it's done. Or we're going to be golden. What other key lyrics have we got? Oh no, I know what we're going with. I know what we're going with. I mean, how it's done would be one way to go. That's our Huntrix dynasty motto. Only on Netflix, yeah. Like, I think that works as both, like, a motto that you could expect to see a kind of hopeful dynasty have. I'm hoping that did something. I am going to dump it in a text file just in case. Okay, so we're going to be the mock of Chinyu. We are of the Huntrix dynasty. Traits. Well, I presume we are a warrior, aren't we? We're a... Where's our kiddie ones? Where's our kiddie traits? Under personality? Annoys the shit out of me that these aren't alphabetical. Where are the kiddie traits? So long since I created a character and didn't just play one. I feel like she's rowdy. There's no chance of ending the dynasty outright. Oh well, no, we'll be fine. What else are we giving her? Right, we could go intelligent, or we go quick. Or we go neither of them, and we give her pretty. So we are starting with that as traits. Because Torty decided that slamming herself multiple times onto the enter key was the best thing she could do in this moment. So, I'm guessing we're just going with that. So yeah, run difficulty has been upgraded to Torty. So we are rowdy. We did at least get to be pretty. But we have 0 fucking traits. So that's fun. Right, okay, right, well I suppose we can retrieve this, maybe. Let's give it a go, shall we? At least Torty started us. Oh, hang on, we haven't Iron Manned it. No, achievements are available, that's fine. It's not Iron Man, but achievements are available. That is our governor efficiency. So this is the mechanic we're going to get in this area, which we're going to have to try and work out and master. So let's go with that, shall we? Right, we do need a guardian. This is going to be a problem. Okay, we're going to end up with a shitty guardian, but we could take this dude because at least we can get ambitious and gregarious. And I suspect we are going to want him to be our steward longer term. Let's pin him. Unless we can find a better wife for him. So we could find someone smart, that would help. Because then they could educate us. We need them to have decent traits that we want. Stubborn and temperate could be quite nice. She'd give him a massive stewardship boost as well. And it would get someone intelligent into the court. That's if she'd go for it. Yeah, she's not going to go for it. I think needs must. We're going to have to go with this dude. At least we can get 2 decent traits out of it. Caesar! You join us at the moment of Torty Chaos. So, for those joining us, we have just started a CK3 run. And we are going for the this is how it's done achievement, which is the K-pop Demon Hunters achievement. To do that, we have formed the House of Huntrix, and this is Lady Huntrix Rumi. You can't do purple hair, so we've got pink because we're going for achievements. And if you're wondering why we're 11 years old and have no traits, that's because we got tortied. My torty kitty decided that she was going to slam the enter key repeatedly whilst we were in the middle of character setup. So that is why we only have 1 trait and no stats. So that's fun. So yeah, we do have a guardian now. I don't know if there's much we can do here. Right, we can get and meet the peers in straight away. Except we can't because we don't have anyone to invite, so that's fine. We'll see if that fixes itself on an unpause. Can we at least get a tutor and a wet nurse in? Oh. In Torty's defense, she hasn't been fed in eternity. This is her excuse. This is, yeah, can you not, please? Can you not? This is not helping. There is a Torty trap currently on my desk. It keeps trying to trigger itself. Yeah, okay. First things first, give me some wet nurse options. We should probably inspect lands. Or we can gain Diligent Governor. I think we need to inspect lands. you get back up, I'm going to push you down again because you're in a fighty mood. And my wrist is currently eviscerated from your tortiness. I want to do some of this stuff. Ooh, mulberry cops. Annoyingly, we don't get, because it's this way round, we don't get to pick the traits we're getting. Slightly annoying. Right, let's get our... Ugh, I mean, average is better than nothing, so let's just go with that. I guess we're going with virtuous just because it might be useful. We're on a martial education. It's probably the best of the worst. Are there any... Oh, we're touring, so we can't. That's kind of what we actually want to do. Right, the good news is we do have that decision. Yeah, he's going to fuck off. Oh, we are so bad as a character. This is savable. This is savable. I mean, the good news is if we do have to restart, at least we have to recreate that frickin' Huntrix logo again. We did save that at least. Is there anything else we could be doing to improve things? Probably not. Thanks for all those terrible traits. I mean, compassionate is better than nothing. And it is in character. But it'd be easy just to undo Torty Chaos. What are the achievements requirements? Effectively, we need to form Korea. We need to control a kingdom and form Korea. Now, the risk is that someone else does it before us. So weirdly, actually, we kind of want to break up Korea relatively early. Good news, everyone. We're no longer malnourished. I didn't even know we were. We probably... Are we keeping this as our capital? We're probably not. What we really want to do is get hold of that. Or is it that? That's the one we want to get hold of. That's where our capital is going to be long term. Gonju. He is a fellow vassal. He has 49. I bet we can't fight him, though. Government vassals cannot declare. They're encouraged to spend influence for appointment succession and use schemes to acquire titles. Righto. That's going to go badly. So early game at least, we need to start building up around here. Or rather, we need to probably focus initially on our estate. So I feel like we want that modest rice field as soon as possible. Oh, nice. You got it going well. That's good to hear. I have actually just finished Rogue Trooper, Rogue Trader, so I might actually have time to check back in. And basically, the main thing that's keeping me busy at the moment is I'm pre-recording episodes for my new podcast coming out next month, which is taking a certain amount of time. Once I get through that, then I'm in a better place. Okay, we got calm. Okay, we picked up some not terrible traits. And we are 12. Right, that's 2 virtuous traits. So actually, I'm going to flip our tutor now, our wet nurse, to encourage competition. And you should be on educate children. In sweet treat, 5 years. Do we want sweet treat? Stress loss. There's a 50% chance of increasing dip. We got a dip increase out of that, so that's not the end of the world. Is there anything else we can do to boost Kiddie's skills early on? Don't think so. We might have to take generous. We don't want fickle. Prestige +1 a month is quite nice, though. Last night went fleeting with 2 first rates and second rate. Nice. My goal was always to have a third rate. Room was current arrogant. Yeah, we could go with that, couldn't we? Let's go with arrogant. I mean, that is a nice early game boost, just that flat boost to
Good morning.
Hello. Don't think any of these are going to give us kiddie boosts. We are low on gold. We could build a tea garden, or we hold off for a modest rice garden. I feel like we hold off for the rice garden at this point, because that 0.4 is going to deliver itself very quickly. Good morning, Zonahedron. Can we do anything useful? So any peers we can meet now. I really think this sucks. Like, you should always have some peers you can meet. I feel like it might be of value to us to adopt Confucianism at this stage. I'm a naval officer. Yeah, no, I am a naval officer. Yeah, ping it into the games channel on the thing, and we'll chat there. So I might actually be around next Saturday, and I might actually be able to log in a bit later. As I say, I have just completed Rogue Trader. I want to do a bit of Warhammer painting after stream. Right, let me feed these cats as they've been... Torty Chaos has subsided to a level where I feel like I can feed her and it's not going to make the link. So back in a second, chat. I'm left for lunch these days. Because you're a tubby torty and need to eat some lunch. Right. It's half fed. Right, look at the state of this. Akamas91, thank you for the follow. Right, so... Yeah, Torty Violence. How did the Rogue Trader ending go? Without giving away plot elements, so I went full Iconoclast, and we ended up as a breakaway sector with a new god. That wasn't the Stan Shard, it's the other in inverted new god that you can get. Right, so I mean our stats are just going to be terrible. There is nothing we can do about this, but at least our traits now aren't the worst. Did I end up with my own navy? Yeah, so because I went naval officer anyway, and yeah, most of the Imperial Navy in the sector broke away and joined my navy. I feel like our regent shouldn't be smaller than us. So anything useful these guys can actually do. Developing is probably not useful. Let's try domestic affairs. Ah, hang on. Are we not the religion of our people? Because that would be a problem. He's Buddhist. Top Liege is Buddhist. I'm guessing the territory then is Confucian, is it? Diana. Religions are interchangeable in this region. Yeah, I mean, should we convert to Confucianism? Like monasticism, esotericism in a journey. None of them are particularly useful for us. Divorce is always allowed, which is nice. Adultery is shunned, not criminal. That's actually quite useful for us. We might actually be alright on the religion. Do we intend to be adultering? We kind of have to if we're doing female rulers only. I mean, we don't have to, but it will be helpful to be able to do adultery. Jingshui might be useful for us, though. Especially as we're going to be a governor early game. Female adultery is criminal, but actually doesn't matter because the state is what's going to matter there. Only downside is marriage between members of the same dynasty is forbidden. Can have concubines though. What's the other Confucian faith we can go to? It's the one with the pretty picture. I remember that much. Dao Jue. So we do also get benevolent governance. Yesterday I was dealing with vassals who hated me by demanding they convert and then imprisoning them when they refused. That's always useful. I feel like Confucianism may be of benefit to us, and I think we go Dao Shui. Harmonious society gives us success chance. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just leave things as they are for now. I'll tell you what, university trip is cheap for us. We might want to do that. I think we're only going to get one agent on this. We'll cancel it. Let's cancel it. Oh, fuck off. I'm not getting my treasury. What do we use that for? Treasury stays with the title if it gets a new holder. Okay, so does development for this come out of our money or the treasury? Must come out of the treasury because we can afford it. Okay. I like that. Right, in which case we get special archers apparently. So I feel like we want some militia camps. Well, at least our learning is now 5. I feel like I probably won't declare those wars. Is that the number we know how to count to? I suspect so. House O. I think it's fair to say we're starting from a relatively low point here. Has he just embraced our fate? Because that's actually quite useful to us. Kitty! We got a pet cat. Pause. Okay, we got tough soldier. That could have been a lot worse. Right, Regency is over. We can find an elder. No idea what that does. But sure. Lifestyles. Okay, what lifestyle are we doing first? Pet cats needs to be called Torty. Yeah, I have a very deliberate policy. I don't name cats in game after my own cats because otherwise it's sad when they die. We could have gone and taken the children examination. If someone had told me there was a children examination we could take, I would have gone and done it. I've never played in this particular area before. I've done Japan, but I've not done this. Okay, what do we want to do then first? I feel like maybe we do want to go down Gallant. But also money is nice. Actually, we're going to go down this. We'll do stewardship first. I think we want to get to likeable. Right, who hates us? Okay, good news. Nobody hates us. You get onto that. Do we need to do a culture change? Are we not the right culture? Is that not our culture? That is not the right culture. Okay, let's do a cultural shift on that. I mean, it is... Can we change you out for someone better? We can. $8 years. Okay, do it. Make someone at our court. Yeah, who we got in our court we can marry off? We got anyone? Oh, we've got you. She's not going to convert. Can we find you someone? They're going to need to be male. We don't need any traits. Guessing we kind of need them for her to go for it. She's lowborn, so that's not helpful. I'm not sure how much luck we're going to have here. Subject. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a lot of luck here. Don't exactly have the most amazing court. Three-man arms regiment. Hey, pikeman's better than no pikeman. I'm guessing we do this. I don't know the Koreanic language. Do we know the Koreanic language? What languages do we speak? Do we know any languages? There's a little language symbol. It used to be on here. We took decision to study. We didn't do anything. Like, literally the tortie hit enter to start the game. We had no control over what happened. Like, guys, you got to remember, I have not played in this area before. I know fuck all about what I'm doing in this area. So if you turn around to me and say, oh, what have you done X thing? I'm not going to know to do X thing unless someone said to do X thing. So yeah, I don't see an option in here for study Confucian classics. So I presume would I have to be Confucian to do that? Oh, there it is. I do not fulfill the requirements. I need to know Chinese. So I would need to learn Chinese. I'm not going to do that, but maybe we should learn Chinese. Can we find someone to teach us Chinese? Do we have any courtiers who might speak Chinese? I'm guessing probably not. Our courtiers aren't the greatest. And it's Koreanic language, so presumably we do speak Korean? I mean, we could at least go through some places if we did this. That's mostly hill territory. Oh, it comes out the treasury. Nice. Yeah, okay, we'll do that then. Really want to appoint a caravan master yet? Right, on the way back, I want to go via there. On the way there, I want to go via there. Yeah, we'll still arrive in time, so... let's do it. Yeah, we don't need that. We learned Defender. It's no bad thing. And we gained Rough Terrain Expert. We got both. Nice. I entered the city of Jeju, my arms overburdened by learning scrolls and study materials. Okay. 100 diplomacy and gain a bunch of stuff. Or lose some stress. Well, I mean, we will absolutely do that. Gained a merit rank. Nice. Corners me on way out to study. The smug expression on his face tells me he's been waiting for the chance to strike against an unsuspecting scholar. No one understands the spring and autumn annals better than I. Kongji's words are simple recordings of events. His subtle phrasing exalts the virtuous and condemns the wicked. Don't you agree? What do we want to do? We can become rivals with him. We can gain a bunch of the weird thing. Merit. I feel like we're gaining some merit here. So I feel like military career is what we probably want to pursue, because it is the thing we are least terrible at. Become meritorious enough to be granted the rank of lower. Look at us. I feel like we go troops. It's surely unprecedented for a rich person of very limited talents to be sent to a posh school and then join the military. Exactly. Prize the second of the 4 treasures. Grinding pine soot into the bronze inkstone with deliberate. It's your turn now. Saints must flow like moonlight over water and endure longer than empires. Proper formula is the Book of Rites. Personal scheme chance. We let the servants do it. We gain a lot of that. Whatever that is. Piety. Yeah, we'll take some piety. We sit sweets. The examiner with the gentle eyes will be the one to judge my essay. If you call out their scheme, and both of them are going to be annoyed. I think we call out their scheme. Okay. Okay, so we're getting some stuff for that. Oh, we got a new liege. Okay. Oh, oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll go for that. Got ourselves a pretty boy. Apparently we can only have one man-at-arms regiment. We do want to change it out at some point. Right, how do we improve this? I'm guessing we need to just build some revenue generation into the province, and that would do it. And I'm assuming we can donate to treasury as well. His stewardship's actually worse than ours. Yeah, but he's pretty. He's pretty, that's all that matters. Apparently we hold the second most prominent title of this tier. Interesting. It's not just pretty, it's beautiful, yep. I think we do this again. Where is this one? Okay, it's up there. Can we get away with not hiring people? Okay, let's get some mountaineers. They're cheap. And let's go via that. That's interesting. The round of examinations room to focus on scholarly knowledge, and I reacquaint myself with the classic. I know that my place in examination will be questioned, but I will earn my merit. So this is due to the realm's gender law. Gain shunned participation. Interesting. So we're not meant to participate in exams. That when you're not landed, okay. Gain piety. I mean, piety is nice, but we do need some stress loss, so we'll take the stress losses. Okay. Sure. We'll raise your daughter. Call out the scheme. Gain some stuff. No, I mean, it's going to come out anyway, so. Lonely jar. To the kid must give in. Yeah, come on, you can join our court. Let's raise her up. Oh, she's travelling. Once she's back, I imagine we can do that. We do need an elder again. Right, we'll take our leech just because we can. Can we ask him for shit? Apparently not. Seven, she'd still be better marshal than our current one, probably. Right, let's... so she's our ward. A lot of daughters hanging around there. She's not the kid we found on the street, is she? Who's the kid we found on the street? That's the kid we found on the street. What culture is she? Okay, yeah, so you can move money across between treasuries that way. That makes sense. That's good. Peaceful administrator. Unlock the rustic hearth estate building. Doesn't look that great. I think we go peaceful administrator for now. Because that actually pushes our treasury income up to being almost even. Local examinations. It's over there. Do we need the mountaineers? Yes. We're doing what now? We're doing what now? I'm sorry, what? I mean, we don't have the intrigue to pull off doing this the non-noble way. Oh. I feel like if we fail these exams, we might have to restart. I mean, look, we're just not going to do this, are we? Oh, shit, we got a decent passage. We might... No. Fuck, our poetry's terrific. Okay. We can't write essays, though. Oh, shit! The bell chimes, signaling that local examination ends. Results published. My name is at the very top of the list, and my peers turn their heads to look at me in envy. It is decided I am the prefecture's best scholar, and the path to the capital examination is open to me. I feel like it's a shitty prefecture if we're the best scholar. We're sure the list isn't upside down, yeah. I'm really annoyed because we didn't quite get enough money for the modest rice field. Let's build the tea garden, because at least it will push us into positive income. We don't have an estate manager, it isn't helping. Fuck me, he's actually quite decent. I think we actually need him more there right now, though. There's no point promoting culture. Like, we could get rid of the pikemen. Come to offer my services to the virtuous house of Huntrix. You're 49 years old, dude, and you're not that great. Apparently greatly impressed him. Not quite sure how. Fine. Join the party, pal. So which achievement is the goal here? How it's done. We're going for the K-pop Demon Hunters achievement. Are you actually useful to me? Maybe? Sure, be a fatty. Have fun. Don't let anyone body shame you. Right, so we did that. So how do we do the next stage of exams then? Is that a decision we can take? Okay, so we can choose career path. That would be to switch to civilian because we're on military at the moment. So we can make ourselves available for appointments. Could meditate for a while. Which third rate will I like? Lion, Valiant, or Wendon? I'd probably go with a Valiant. I feel like I'm a Valiant kind of person. Is there a reason why you didn't take a dynasty trait? Yeah, Torty. Torty is the reason we have nothing. Unless I'm missing something. We could pet pause. Let's pet pause, so that'll do some stress relief. the alerts at the top of the screen. No, that's just we haven't got a player up. Like, we could marry, but I don't feel that it's going to benefit us in any way at the moment. Like, we've got a lover. So hopefully that'll give us a kid. So how do we take... Oh, I think we have to be the next tier up to be able to take the next tier of exams. Yeah, we need to be... Okay, anything where we can do exams right now, we do. It's annoying because it just slightly eats into our money, but... YOLO. It's costing us a ton of prestige, though. I mean, an army of men is always nice. Take him as the bodyguard, though. I think we might get rid of our men-at-arms. They're only pikemen and they're not really helping us. But at least it means we stop losing money. Actually going to take the prestige there because we are so low on prestige. Let's grade each other's answers. Runs the rank of lower middle. Higher ambitions for 10 years. Monthly merit gain, stress gain. Yeah, we'll do that. Hello, Napoleon. How are you doing? You're not causing chaos, are you? You're a good kitty. Good kitty. Yeah, best kitty. Even better kitty if you didn't stand in front of the screen. Okay, at least we're gaining some gold now. Can we do more exams? Okay, so that's the capital examinations activity. which I don't think we have access to. So how do we do the capital examinations? Can we do the capital examinations? We might want to switch to civilian here. Because obviously we get an automatic 1,000 minus for military. Yep. Take that modest gemstone. Right, I'm going to flip us to civilian. See what happens. Okay, we're only -6 on that. I don't understand why we were 9th on that one and not on the other one. Like, why were we higher on the other one even though we had a massively negative candidate score? Feels odd. And they're on different tracks, I get that. But like when you looked at this one and the last one, so this one says we're 8th in line, which obviously fine. Like there's a lot of people 8th in line. Nice. What I don't get is why we clearly had an incredibly low candidate score, but we're 2nd on the other one. Like, it just didn't seem to make sense. I don't really need a wet nurse yet. She'll do. Now you pass the exams, you can proctor them when they're being taken. I didn't seem to get that option. I mean, I feel like we want to get all the Huntrix names into the dynasty. Just so that they start popping in. So she can be a Zoe. Oh, I assume it's because these are all lower rank. So if we manage to rank up before he does, we're eligible when that title comes up, regardless of our candidate score. I get it. So when you're of equal rank, the candidate score comes into play. If you are of a higher rank, you're guaranteed to get that title regardless of your candidate score. That makes a bit more sense to me now. Right, the downside we've got is we're so low on prestige now that we can't get a better wet nurse in. And we get 1,000 malice for military track. Yeah, but if we're the only person of a certain rank, we will get that title regardless. Because they have to give it to us because we have the highest rank. So I think strategically what we're going to have to do heavily for this is focus on ranking people up. But that does mean prestige is going to be a massive problem for us. So we do need money generation. Money and prestige are going to be so important, so is merit. So I feel like a roasting shed or a sorting bench. But roasting shed's going to give us more income. Monthly merit 2% plus domicile income. Do we want that more than a flat rate? Governor experience gain from the sorting bench. We'll go with that. Like, if we're generating good money, we can counteract the prestige hits because we can just do lots of hunts and everything else. So I think we focus on money and merit generation. We need to be generating lots of money and lots of merit, and we can buy prestige. And then we want one of our heirs to get control of something like Chinju. At which point we can focus on becoming feudal. So right now, even though this gives us huge hits, It's massively in our interest to keep doing these. Looked up what torty is in Korean. Here, look. Same word for horse and zebra. Interesting. Oh, that duck. This is what the Korean CK3 is mostly like, doing lots of civil service exams. It does seem that way, yes. Yeah, prestige is definitely not our strong point. Because effectively, if we beat him to rank 7, and then a military title comes up, we will get it. Like a military country tier becomes available. So effectively, I think we want to get to rank 7 and then declare ourselves open to titles. To appointments again. I don't think there's much else we can really do at this stage. Can we get better? I'm going to stop taking mountaineers for these because we just really need to generate some cash. That pause gave us some money. A lot of people like eating in my kitchens. It's just insane levels of negative prestige. I mean, at least we're established. He's on the verge of getting up to 8, but we should beat this guy to 9th, I reckon. Or to 7th. And then I think what I do want to do as well is see what we get in terms of kids off of this. If we get another daughter, then we'll split up with our lover. I mean, I suppose there's no harm at the moment. It's not like it's really damaging us. We're already... Yes. I mean, sorry, but yes. I'm taking that. We got him. So I don't think our daughter's old enough to Guardian yet. Huntrix Zoe is only 2. But we will Guardian, yes. We will join that. We are apparently now ill, so that's fun. I think we've got a reasonably decent marshal now. So that'll be Mira, won't it? Actually, she's got the red hair, so she should be a roomie. She's most likely going to be our heir. Right, now we're on to likable. Do we want to move to something else? And governor efficiency's nice. Is that a boy? Was that a boy? That was another girl. That's a son. Oh, okay. Rename you then. What are we calling our son? Be Jarji. The good news is we can marry him off. I'll take that because the stress source is actually quite useful to us. Yeah. I'll tell you what, this would be a hell of a lot fucking easier if we had some traits and some skill points. What's Ruby Prime come down? She just got ill on the way to the event. You can marry this 49-year-old dude who has like zero anything. Like everything we'd marry into would cost us prestige. So like, why would we bother? Can we marry you to someone useful? Probably not. I love her as our soulmate. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Basically doing this on the vague chance that we get Prego out of it. Bit of a YOLO. How are we supposed to murder him? We don't need to murder him. If anything, he might jump in front of someone else trying to murder us, which would be useful. Shoot a cat away. Zoe is the princess of fashion. Or we can do some stress. We'll do some stress. Invited to a coronation? Sure. Piety, legitimacy, and cultural acceptance. Favor hook. Opinion, special races, or an alliance. I think sees advantages. I know it's a long way away, but I think we save up for modest rice field. Horse! Oh, you know what they can do now they've got horses in the game as a model. You know what this means, chat. %50 chance we've laid hope. A glitter hoof indeed. Has anyone done a glitter hoof mod yet? 50% discount to converting to Vinaya. Communal identity, legalism, reduces law costs, religious law, polygamous. Cousin marriage is better, and female adultery is only shunned. We'll increase the magnificence of the coronation. I don't mind that. Take prestige, I think. It'd be my pleasure. Are you trying to pimp me out? Pimp me out to this fool? I would gain loyal, which that monthly merit 10% is nice. That would actually be incredibly useful for us. We're not planning on overthrowing anyone, so sure. He is pretty good. Uh-oh. Let's not try and knock over his imperial. See? Yeah, we've got another daughter. Okay, cool. She is fully red-haired, so she probably is a roomie. Even though she's pretty rather than beautiful, but that's fine. We don't judge our daughters based on their looks. That was worth a go. Fellow vassal. Tech prestige. Vassals present at the coronation. Yeah. Did quite well out of it. At 4, so we should probably just provisionally educate her. I mean, what we really kind of need to do is try and find someone smart to marry or bring into the court. Right, we're pretty much neck and neck on this. There's no one else in range though, so... Yes, we generate 1.72 a month. Right, how do we send our kids? Just so we know in advance, how do we send her for, like, when it comes to it, to do the... Okay, okay, so once she's 6, depending on the child's learning, so it might gain merit and expedite their journey to high levels. Okay, so we are going to want to do that. It's an old town and banned and forgotten. Yeah, why not? Let's give it a go. More examinations, yes. Might take some mountaineers. Assembly awaits. Yeah, we'll take report this disgrace and confiscate the scroll. Try grading each other's. Yeah, we outmatched him. Nice. We'll report them. Take the piety on that one. So back up to faithful, which is nice. I think if we can beat that dude tonight to the next rank, we then just say we're ready for appointments. It's happening in the world. Japan's looking coherent. Silly hat on our male child. We can do that. Child abuse. Hat. There you go. Who are you? Oh, No. Which I know sounds cruel, but we're going to need to educate our daughter. Let's take golden obligations. Right, I think we flip now to this so that we can get pedagogy. Gonna ditch him just because he's expensive, but we can put him in here. It gives us pedagogy, which is good. I feel like finding secrets is our best bet here. Cashing in. Another boy. We have lots of pretty children. Have a cardboard box on his head. So anyone we can get secrets on is money. When they've got money. Good hair. Oh shit! Windfall. So yes to that. Give me some modest rice fields. We're the guardian of our eldest daughter. We should be the guardian of both. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we're the guardian of Huntrix Zoe. And we've got one space left for Huntrix Rumi, so we might as well point her now. Huntrix Zoe is 6. She is diplomacy and intrigue. Let's leave her on intrigue education. Downside of this is, I'll tell you the big problem we've got is we could really do with appointing a tutor. Oh, we do have good tutors. Okay. We'll appoint our lover because he probably won't try and kill his own daughters. Right, this is going to like minimum income. Right? God damn, man. So we're third at this rank. In this level. I see how it goes. So each rank, you don't get to see the people of the higher ranks until you're in those ranks. So you can see your rank, the one below and the one above, or just the one above, maybe. Oh, okay, so you keep your other rank as well. So we're second in line for that still, at that level. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, we can only send the boys to children exams. Can we not do those exams as well? If our older daughter were legitimized, I don't think it would make a difference because our sons aren't legitimized. Unless it's like, because then she'd be our heir, she would be able to. Okay, let's see how Zoe and Rumi start to develop out. Okay, Zoe picked up a learning of 2. That's nice. So, like, can we do exams? Can we not do exams? I think we are, in theory, eligible for exams. See if they'll give us some gold. They gave some gold, that's nice. Got 4 months until our rice. So what next building are we focused on? The ancestral gate looks quite nice. Faithful gives you merit plus 0.5 a month. That's quite nice. Like, realistically, we're not getting up to 6. Is there a way we can... Okay. Okay. I mean, YOLO? I presume we can only do that. So 895. So you can... Oh, right. Okay. So you can do that every 10 years. Okie dokie. Well, we learning. We learning. Probably shouldn't slander her. Like, she doesn't have the option at the moment to do the child exams. So I do think, I mean, we can, let's do a bit of a test. So if we declared her our heir, would she then be eligible for exams, even though she's a girl? If we legitimized her... Oh, shit. That's the problem we're going to have. Yeah, so we can't do any more of the exercises. We need to get our prestige back up. Also, how have I got money suddenly? Not that I'm complaining. What are we building? Market, maybe? Herbal Hall's probably quite useful. So a viable strategy for the next generation then is probably to get them to seduce the ruler and then ask for governorships. I reckon. Apparently we're a moral paragon. Nice. That's quite handy. Huntrix gets humble, deceitful, or honest. I think deceitful is most useful for her. What do we want here? Really matter? I think we need to get over here as soon as we can. Get into Majesty. So we're going to need the prestige opportunities. Like, I don't think we can sit any more local exams, because we're going to need... Yeah, so we can send Jarji, we can't send Huntrix, are we? Oh, rip paws. No, not blackmail you. Can I cash in that hook? Joe Bun. That's annoying because we could really do with a wet nurse. We don't have anyone eligible now. They're like approaching a 32-year-old woman and saying that you'd like her to be your elder is not necessarily going to get the best reaction. Yeah, this is a problem that I hadn't considered. Elder I'd like to find, yeah. Elf. Rice fish duck pond? Righto. Hunt for prestige. I mean, yeah, I think if we can afford it. Hunt's going to cost us 45. Feast, we're not going to get near a feast. Feast is 105. We shag our way into prestige like the good old days. I think we had to have the certain... Was it a religion trait to do that? I think we do embrace celibacy now. Like, we've got 2 solid daughters here. And we'll leave it one more. We'll roll the dice one more time. So if we pick up another kid, great. But then after that, we'll go celibate. Could martial drills her. Can influence her personality again. Don't think she'd get anything useful out of it though, so no. Hunting for prestige sucks now that only characters are eligible to be knights can hunt. I mean, you can do the falconry one as a woman. But it has to be falconry. Falconry is the only thing you can do as a woman. Unless, as you say, like the... Unless it's set so that women can hunt. Can be knights. Which we will do under our religion when we found one. Can afford a hunt now at least. So we can do falconry basically. Apparently we can't yet. As soon as this lets me click the button, we can get off this screen. Oh, we have another beautiful daughter. So I think now we go celibate. Let me click the button. We will hawk a duck for glorious prestige. I mean, we're not going to get it. Quail seems better. So to hawk a stork. We should do it just for rhyming. Hawk and stork don't rhyme in mine either. But they do in mine, that's the important thing. So we could try and fight a tiger. Chat, I got mauled by a tiger. On the plus side, we got a lot of prestige out of that. Did get mauled by a tiger though. Yeah, we're not having a lot of luck with cats today, are we? Right, can we... Why can we not declare ourselves as celibate? That's under decisions, isn't it? Right, we are embracing celibacy. We have enough daughters now. And we will work off some stress. Which gets us just below the tier, which is good. We will drink some tea. It's always nice. Good position for a court position. So we can get some money out of him. Yeah, we've got 50 gold out of him. Okay, so do we want to test to see if she can sit the child exams if she is our legitimate daughter? So this is just a test save. If it doesn't work, we'll load it. Okay, we can't yet anyway. We can keep arrogant. Motherfucker. We might actually be able to search for a wet nurse now, at least. God damn it. Okay, time for the prestige chest. If we legitimize her, nope, still can't send her for exams. So clearly you have to... The kid has to be a boy. Only boys can do the exam, I think. Which would explain why we didn't get that as an option when we were a kid as well. I did think I would have at least spotted something about it. Good to know. The fuck are we so stressed all of a sudden? Stress because of tiger app. I don't remember the tiger thing giving us a lot of stress. I'm feeling like Mira might be our best hope here. I don't know. Diligent is nice. I think Rumi is right now shaping up to be our heir. Let's go boozy. Can we do... Oh, nice. So we can just go off and become a Buddhist monk at some point. That's worth remembering. I don't need to necessarily indulge in drink right now this minute. Yeah, like only boys can do the exam. Outrageous. I mean, she's not bad. 19 intrigue. Like, weirdly, I don't necessarily want to matrilineally marry her if we're not making her Zoe being very good at stabbing seems correct to me. Yep. Do we marry her off? I feel like we want to expand the dynasty first, don't we? Let's get the boys married off. The downside is, do they lose their... Like, if we marry... Oh, we'll test it with old, Uwe Won here. Huntrix Jarji comes of age shortly. We'll find out. We can actually probably afford that. She's 12. She's 3. And that's our liege, so yes. Yeah, they'd be bastard founders. I think what we need to do... Like, we can designate heir. think there's no harm in having an ongoing sway scheme against him. Oh, it's because I'm doing this, isn't it? It's because I'm taking all the blackmails. It's because we're nice. Okay. Hello, Torchy. Yeah. We're very chlory today, aren't we? We're very chlory. Why are we so chlory today? We can send kids to tests. Yeah, but only boys. Okay, so... yeah, it's only the sons. We don't care. It's only boys. We'd need 450 to go up a level, but are there useful buildings here? Tutor aptitude +5 is good. Confucian education +10% is useful. Taxation office is probably really useful. Family archives, starting member for scoring start. Yeah, I mean, but then we're not really going to get a lot of that. I mean, that doesn't necessarily help us anyway. %100% of legitimacy counter lost on succession. I feel like we do want the reception hall. Maybe we definitely want a taxation office. Let's build a taxation office. Let's do some falconing. Apparently I can't because I'm severely injured, so that's fine. Just to get a position, it's expensive. Okay. Okay, I'd say Rumi is looking like our heir now. That's a decent set of traits, I know. You can squeeze in another marshal as well. I don't want pikemen. Point of pikemen. Give me something useful. Hey Raiders, you join us as we attempt to do the there is a sort of well, very deliberately named K-pop Demon Hunters achievement you can get. So we are doing the House of Huntrix. We have Lady Rumi at the moment, who is very stressed and somewhat injured. We did not start with a lot of skills because a cat sat on our keyboard. Which, yeah, adds to the torty challenge system. This little menace here is now very satisfied with herself. But we do have a daughter ready to go, which is this Huntrix Rumi, who is looking decent, to be fair, now. Don't know what trait she's going to get, but she's not far off, and we can give her another martial one before that. Yeah, our stress situation is not great. We still haven't recovered from being mauled by a tiger either, which I'm choosing to believe was also the torty. The big issue we have is we've decided to do this female rulers only, and it is fair to say that that is not easy when you're a woman, because your kids can't take exams and you get a massive penalty against being appointed to positions, which is not helpful. Right, what we should probably do is start marrying some people off. So we can, when we're an adult, we can sit exams, but we get a massive prestige penalty for doing it, which isn't the end of the world, but it's not great. Right, I think we legitimize Rumi. do we want to lose our injury? That would be quite useful. I assume we're only slightly... I thought it said we were going to lose severely injured. That sucks. Just the reason we can't go on a hunt to lose more stress is because we're severely injured. How much to raise the... That's 200. That's a lot. Anything useful in the market? Monthly merit 5%. Domicile income, probably. Ooh, a bucket shed, you say? Who doesn't like a bucket shed? Let's go with a weighing bench. We never got a doctor. No, because doctor's going to cost us money. I've already got a war manuscript. Let's gamble on a regiment. That'll be pikemen again. Ooh, no, that's what we wanted. That is what we wanted, chat. Okay, it's costing us money, but... yeah, we really need a governorship, but... yeah, I know tortie, but I have to sit up. I can't just hold a tortie constantly. You are not the tiny little light cat you once were. Can we afford to have those fellows? Can we afford not to have those fellows? That's what you need to ask yourself. I work on the basis that yes, it's costing us 0. whatever it is, but we now have some quite nice archers. And if we were trying to increase them, I mean, it costs us 30, so we could afford it. But, like, I mean, if you look, now that they're fully replenished, we're still making roughly the same amount, so... we could marry. The main problem is we don't get any fucking prestige from marrying. Like, we will lose prestige from marrying. Do you have a court position? We do not have a court position. Court positions are expensive. Effectively, once the kids are raised, we can get rid of these, and then we can get a court position. Right, we should marry Huntrix Zoe off. Is there anyone who's got traits? Anyone? I mean, who's your dad? He's his brother. Won't go matrilineal though. Can you at least get someone useful to me? Where my guard captain? He's giant. Court positions are expensive, but also expensive is tiger mauling. I mean, yeah, true. Marry him. Give me some kids. Tough soldier, pillager, and rough terrain expert. Yeah, it could be worse. That hostile country attrition down is great. Rumi, give Mira her polearm back here. Ambitious, calm, vengeful. I mean, do we marry her off? I almost feel like we don't. I do think we give her his job, though. Oh, can we? I bet we can't. Oh, fuck you, game. Can we at least appoint her to something as a where she's going to get some benefit out of it? This will stop being a problem once we've found our own religion. Hmm.